Hey K-popers, and welcome back to Hallyu, where it's time to recap another week in the world of K-pop. Well, I hope you enjoyed the easygoing week last week because boy oh boy do we have some things to discuss this week. An SM staffer is accused of taking hidden photos of aespa's Winter, I.O.I is planning a reunion on their 5th anniversary, another back and forth between Hyunjoo and April members in the ongoing bullying drama, and of course tons more new releases feature in this week's K-pop news update. Before we get started, I want to quickly thank Hallyu's honorary producers. If you want to show off your bias group in every video, have your say in future content in the channel, and join the official Hallyu Discord server, come support Hallyu on Patreon and join our wonderful community. So let's jump right in. This is your K-pop news update for April 18th, 2021. Alright, now let's start the show off with some good news. I.O.I will be reuniting for their 5-year anniversary. This was a promise the girls made to their fans way back in 2016, and they're following through with it on May 4th with a live broadcast on the app KT Season. Unfortunately, Kyokyung and Mina won't be physically able to join them as Kyokyung is in China and Mina is busy filming for a drama. However, by the sounds of it, they will still join in via video call. I can't wait to see the OG Produce group back together again, and I'm sure there will be lots of great moments on the broadcast. Now, unfortunately, the good news stops there for now because we have another update in the ongoing bullying scandal affecting my bias group, April, and this story does need a trigger warning, unfortunately. In case this is the first time you're hearing of this story, the brother of former member Hyunjoo posted several times accusing April members of group bullying. This escalated into a back and forth where DSP Media eventually filed a lawsuit for defamation against Hyunjoo, who by the way is still signed to the label. So this week Hyunjoo herself spoke out for the first time, confirming the previous statements of her brother that she was bullied by the group and even considered committing suicide at one point. She also said that DSP Media did not help her despite knowing what was going on, and that since the scandal emerged they have stopped all new work coming in for Hyunjoo while also not cancelling her contract. Current April members Chaewon and Yena both have put out their own responses since Hyunjoo's statement where they shared their own experiences in the early days of the group. Those stories boil down to the fact that as young idols they had a lot of stress and learning to go through as a group, and that Hyunjoo was acting as if she was the victim of something acutely happening to her as opposed to a situation affecting the whole group. Chaewon went on to say, quote, "After Somin Ani's departure, as the oldest, I did my best to take care of each of the members, trying to make sure we all got along. I especially paid attention to Hyunjoo, who was weak physically and emotionally. We all got along very well since before our debut when we started preparing for April in 2014, and after our debut as well. All the members in our families had good relations, and I was also in touch with Hyunjoo's mother. I have evidence of this. If Hyunjoo has any dignity, she will remember this and the truth will come out." The two April members were fairly aggressive in their statements, also calling Hyunjoo out for making a spectacle of this instead of relying on the court proceedings to bring the truth to light. In fact, Yena started her statement by saying, "We hoped that this matter would be resolved clearly through legal procedures, but it has come to a point where we cannot just sit by as the suspicions and the accusations grow out of hand." Hours later, DSP released a very strong statement in response to the latest provocation from Hyunjoo, calling Hyunjoo's post a one-sided, distorted assertion that is far from the objective truth, and saying that April members are desperate to reveal the truth and prove their innocence. DSP said in part, 5 years after her departure from April, due to the irresponsible behavior shown by Hyunjoo and her acquaintances against the April members and the agency she had worked through long hardships with, the members and the company have already suffered unbearable emotional distress as well as tangible and intangible damage. This is obviously a very complex situation, and while I think there's no point in taking sides until the lawsuit has been heard out, I do tend to agree with what the April members are saying, that if there is evidence, it will come out in court and the matter will be resolved properly. Any additional statements or accusations at this point basically boils down to a trial in the media, which is frankly bad for everyone. Either way, as a longtime fan of April from day one, I'm really upset that so much negative press has happened before any of the facts have come to light in court, and I hope that this isn't the end for the group. Now unfortunately, the next story isn't much better than that last one. This week, SM's rookie girl group aespa shared a behind the scenes video of a photo shoot they had. Fans immediately swarmed SM with complaints and emails after seeing an SM staffer take a hidden picture from a questionable angle behind Winter. SM responded with a statement saying the following: "We have confirmed that the photographer in charge of the shoot who appeared in the video in question did not do what he was misunderstood of. Winter of course enjoyed the photo shoot back then and there were no incidents that were unpleasant, nor were there any situations that could have been misunderstood." So before I go any farther with this, I'll let you be the judge. Here's the footage in question.
선물 받아갈 거예요. 제가 사기당한 거고요. 저희 엄마예요.
You can clearly see this man open the camera app on his phone and act very suspicious, pausing behind Winter and immediately putting his phone away while walking away. Now you might be thinking at this point, okay, but she's just wearing white jeans, why even do that? Well, actually, these are the pants that she was wearing at the shoot. Throw in the fact that SM has done this before when Girls' Generation's Jessica was groped by an older man, and I personally don't buy SM statements here at all. Alright, now with that out of the way, it's time once again to enjoy a plethora of new K-pop releases. Let's get started with SHINee's follow-up release Atlantis, which has brought us a nautical-themed bop from the boys. The former 101 member Hyunjoo is back with another solo release called Love Song. Down got some help from Little Boy in Yeonamdong, a low-key rap track. Boy Group 6 dropped an adorable Japanese single in the form of this MV called All For You. The 8 from 17 is trying hard to get the girl in his latest solo Side by Side. Mamamoo's Wheein had her solo comeback this week with Watercolor. Super Junior's Kyuhyun combines his soothing voice with a wholesome MV in his latest release, Coffee. Kang Daniel is back with another fantastic song and MV. This is Antidote. I'm looking for the Davichi's beautiful voices tell a complicated love story in Just Hug Me. The Million Market singer Moon Soo-jin teamed up with NCT's Tae in this duet called The Moon. Just 6 weeks after their debut, Majors are back with an insanely hard beat. This is Rain On Me. And last but not least, we have Ace, who gave us this perfectly cheesy MV for Down. As always, let me know what songs from the past week caught your eye down in the comments. My pick for this week is Major's first comeback, Rain On Me. I spent most of my first listen to this song with my jaw dropped. I love how hard this sound is, and it's staying on repeat for the foreseeable future. Now let's get back to more news, where Taemin has revealed a whole bunch of upcoming SHINee solo outings. We can expect a Taemin solo in May, a Key solo in July, and an Eunwoo solo in September. Needless to say, Shawls will continue to enjoy an amazing 2021. Now, a mini spoiler alert for the music show section, but IU took home her 6th win for Lilac this week, which brought her total number of music show wins to 85. With that 85th win, she passed the renowned soloist Kim Gun-mo to become the soloist with the most music show wins in history. ATEEZ's son has earned a gig with his hometown. He's been appointed the promotional ambassador for the island town of Namhae. Congratulations to Momoland, their MV for Boom Boom has hit 500 million views, a truly astonishing number. After 21 members shared a reunion picture inside of a studio earlier this year, many fans had their hopes up for a potential 2NE1 comeback this year. Unfortunately though, CL and her agency have come out and said that while they did visit her studio, they didn't record any new music. So unfortunately, Blackjax will have to keep waiting for a potential new project from the girls. Oh My Girl's new comeback will soon be upon us. The new release will be out on May 10th and will feature songs that are, quote, fitting for the spring season. And they won't be the only big comeback on May 10th. NCT Dream will be dropping their first full-length album on that same day. The album will be called Hot Sauce and will have 10 new songs on it. Brave Girls have finally opened an official YouTube channel. On April 12th, they shared this delightful message welcoming fans to the new channel. Many members of SM groups have donated items for the SHINee Foundation's third bazaar. In case you're unaware, the SHINee Foundation was started in honor of the late Jonghyun, and it supports low-income families of trainees and prospective idols and provides them resources to help in their journey. Q Entertainment has revealed a brand new girl group. The group will be called Lightsum, and all we have for now is this graphic of the group's logo. Knowing my luck though, we'll get tons more details within an hour or two of this video going live. JBJ95 have filed a lawsuit in the Seoul Western District Court to terminate their contracts with Star Road Entertainment. In the filing, the group reveals examples of negligence and lack of payment. They even had to hire a temporary manager themselves after not having one because so many employees left the company due to non-payment of wages. Members have also had to pay their own transportation expenses. I.O.I has revealed she's going to be dropping a pre-release single ahead of her next studio album. While we have no word on when the full album will be out, we can expect her pre-release comeback in May. YG Entertainment was quick to issue a statement this week after Blackpink's Jennie posted this picture of her at an arboretum on Instagram captioned, "An outing." The number of hands in the picture obviously got people asking what's going on and if Jennie is breaking South Korea's COVID protocols. YG's statement said that Jennie was there for work, filming a video, not for personal leisure. Do you guys believe YG, or do you think they're just trying to save face here? Because my thought here is if YG is willing to make a statement about something as simple as popsicles, I can think of many other times they could have issued similar statements to support Jennie in the past. But maybe that's me just being a bitter K-pop fan. Alright, now let's get to another week in music shows. This week was a tale of two winners as both Astro and IU won big. Astro kicked off the week with 3 straight wins for their new song One on The Show, Show Champion, and M Countdown. And then IU took control for the second half of the week, taking another 3 wins for Lilac on Music Bank, Show Musicore, and Inkigayo, bringing her total for Lilac to 7 wins. Will IU keep raking in wins for yet another week next week? Let me know what your predictions are down in the comments. Alright K-popers, you're now officially caught up on everything that's going on in the K-pop world. Let me know how you feel about this week's news and new music down in the comments. As always, if you want to stay caught up with the K-pop world as it happens while having a ton of fun every single week, make sure you're subscribed right here to Hallyu.